Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. My name is David Hodge. Welcome. Before we get started with our topic today, I'd like to remind my people about the Holocaust. The Holocaust. This is the true experience of the black men and women of America. Horror, torture, torment, misery, oppression, genocide, murder, rape, experimentation. Brothers and sisters, this is our true experience. You'll never hear it. And the way I'm telling you, they'll never tell you. They whitewash your experience and call it slavery, which is an insult. Slavery does not cover everything that we went through. It only covered the 1% of our experience, which is the economic side of it, which is maximum profit, minimum overhead. But they leave out the 99% of our experience. They leave out the murder, the rape, the killing, the tormenting, the torturing. They leave that stuff out. That's the 99% they don't talk about, that slavery don't cover. That's why slavery is not a good definition or expression of our true experience, because it leaves out the affliction we suffered. It completely leaves it out. They totally leave it out, and they only cover slavery. They focus on that. They focus on them fully utilizing us and them gaining benefit and receiving max profit from your suffering. The 1% of our experience, the economic side, meaning they left you to scraps, gave you the bare minimum, gave you just enough to survive, turned you into a human garbage disposal, feeding you garbage that they would toss out, feeding you shitlings, feeding you pig shit as a form of payment, brothers and sisters, for building their reality, for building their paradise and making them wealthy, making them feel wonderful about their lives. This is how they was walking around with their chest pumped up, thinking they was good, thinking they were great, that America was great, but they were they tried to succeed in wiping us out, that they were terrorizing and torturing a nation against our will, refused to let us go, took us from our home, brought us here, stripped us of all knowledge, took everything from us, tormented us, tortured us, day in, day out, non-stop. No mercy, no remorse, no birthdays, no holidays, no celebration, no jump the broom, no getting married, no nothing, no reproducing, no sleeping in Master's house like they want you to believe. They were not taking care of our children. They weren't doing anything for you. They were neglecting you. They were neglecting your wounds. They didn't care if you were sick. They didn't care if you were dying. You still need to get up and go pick that cotton, boy. You see? They don't care about none of that. They didn't care what condition you was. You better fake it. Because they found out that you sick or any type of illness, they were sending you off to go be experimented on. Since you want to be ill, you want to be sick, we're going to go experiment on you. Dissect you like a frog, like a little pig, or whatever they wanted to do to you. See? This is our experience they don't talk about. They keep it clean cut. They sugarcoat it. They water it down. They put the sugar on top for you, with the cherry on top, with the whipped cream, and all the crap. And tell you that your experience was slavery. Nothing but slavery. That's what they tell you. So if you believe what they tell you, you believe the narrative that they paint you, then you believe that your experience was only slavery. That you were just a slave. So it's no big deal because everybody's a slave, remember? So that's why no one cares about our experience, because they mix it up in the category of slavery, which is the wrong title. So no one takes it serious. No one cares. You see? Because our title is supposed to be more. You see? It's supposed to be bigger than that. The Holocaust. Terror, torture, torment, misery. Destruction of a nation. Genocide. Annihilation. You see? Obliteration. These people were completely dehumanized us. They completely dehumanized us past imaginable, and they gave it a title, slavery. You see? What we went through was worse than the Holocaust, but they paint it bigger than that. They paint their Holocaust bigger than what we went through and what we continue to go through. What we've been going through for nearly 500 years. And they give it the title slavery. That's the wrong title. So believe what they tell you, and you'll keep believing that your experience was just slavery. That you were no good, sinful, wicked, given a second chance at life by these Caucasians, being brought to this sick, twisted land that's supposed to be great, blessed by America. This sick, twisted corporation, this system that practiced incorporating only black, no good slaves who were worthless. Was supposed to be dead, but they saved them. See? So nobody cares because they gave you a second chance, remember? So it was okay for people who were worthless to work tirelessly, endure exhausting labor, and being restricted of freedom because we were 3/5 of a human, remember? Declared as animals. So it's okay to own animals. It's okay to be owned legally by other people, Caucasian people, by law, because they're just animals. These damn savages, you see? So we were being held, enslaved, owned as human chattel or property of the United States of America. Brothers and sisters, here, in bondage, still today, we're still on the stock exchange. We're still property. We still are owned by these people. And we're giving them the control. So we're being held here, being captured as uncivilized savages. That's what they say. But they saying they brought us here. They took us to this great nation blessed by God to be given an opportunity that God himself wouldn't even give us. That's what they say. That's the crap they feed us. They don't tell you that they took you from your own environment and you were doing well. You were okay. You were at peace. You had security. You was A-okay. They tell you that you was savage, uncivilized, untamed. You was wild, bones, retards, walking around with bones in your nose, running around like you was a damn raving dog or something. That's what they try to make something you was crazy with rabies or something. That's how they paint the picture. Like you was out of control. Like you was a werewolf. Woo! That's what they try to make it seem like you was like a damn animal out of your mind. You see? That's what they try to paint, that you were out of your mind and on your way out. You were checking out. That you were close to death. And they revived you, brought you here, took you from your environment, brought you here, placed you on plantations, took your names away from you, taking you from Toby to Kunta Kinte. You see? Or taking you from Kunta Kinte to Toby. That's what I meant. So replacing your names with their names to show ownership of you, to show that they branded you, to show that you were nothing. Now you're under their command. Now you're owned by such and such. You see, we still got those names today. We still have our slave master's last name. Our last slave master's last name, or whoever your family was owned by, you have that slave master's last name. We still have his last name. We're still slaves, brothers and sisters. However, these Caucasians legally owned us. Still do. We're still here under their control, under their rule, underneath their thumb, under them, under their say so. Whatever they say goes. You see? So when they brought us here, we were forced to work, and we had to obey their authority, obey their every command. We were forced into servitude with little as pay, given the bare minimum in the form that they chose. And no matter how exhausted you were, how tired, how sleepy, how weak you felt, how sick you was from eating shit, you were forbidden to quit your service. And this is exactly what they'll tell you, that your experience was 100% slavery. And they do that, like I said, to dumb it down, to water it down, to sugarcoat, to sweeten it up. See? To downplay your experience, brothers and sisters, to keep you under control, keep you from finding out the truth, keep you on the plantation, keep you from causing friction, keep you from colliding with massa, keep you together. So they're keeping you programmed, keeping you from thinking, preventing you from thinking, keeping you disconnected from reality, keeping you from connecting yourself to the people enslaved and afflicted in the Bible, in Genesis chapter 15, verse 13 through 16, the covenant. That was your vision. That's your vision. That's your true vision that they keep from you. But they keep you crowded and blinded with the American dream, which is not your vision, which is against you, which they're using to destroy us, have us pushing a vision other than ourselves, have us pushing a vision that doesn't include you, that has us acting other than ourselves, that has us destroying ourselves, that has us inflicting horror, inflicting torment on ourselves. So we're suffering from self-imposed deprivation, meaning we're inflicting harm on ourselves from the lack of knowledge, not understanding that we're pushing a vision that's against us. And masses, children, are aiding us in doing these things. The ones that were produced from the rape of the black woman. These demons, half devil, half man, black. The black ones, like me and you, and they're black, but they're Caucasian in black skin, meaning they're white on the inside, black on the outside. Tar babies, Oreos, wolves in sheep clothing. See, and we're plagued by them due to the Holocaust. Part of our experience that they leave out. They don't tell you that part. You see? They make everything seem like it was sweet. But nothing sweet about what happened, brothers and sisters. You see? But they don't tell you these things so they can make you unaware. They make you not aware that your enemies who did these things to you are right in front of you. These Caucasians. These sick, twisted devils, the ones who programmed you to love them, your very enemy. Love the same people who raped, who murdered our ancestors, making you believe that you're free, but you never left. You're still here in the land of your imprisonment, in the land of your oppression, being held as a prisoner with the same people who has and still is oppressing you, plotting on your very death. Plotting to take you out of existence with the same agenda, which is to wipe you out. That's exactly why they're not telling you about the Holocaust. That's why they're not telling you about the true experience. Why would they? What sense would that make? If your enemy is in a deep sleep, why would you wake him up? It's easier to take him out while he's sleeping, right? So just keep him asleep. Keep him unaware of their danger. Keep them programmed. Keep them a Negro bot. A programmed human being. Keep them a Negro bot. Keep them sleep. Programmed. See? Easier. It's easier to handle them that way. So that's exactly what we still are today. We still program Negro bots. Programmed by these devils, by massa. Still pushing their agenda. Still wearing that cross around our necks. Still thinking Jesus coming to save us. Still thinking that prayers work. But we know prayer ain't never came. Prayers ain't never brought nothing into existence and never will it. They gave us that. They didn't give it to us for our salvation, brothers and sisters. It was intended to terrorize us into fear, terrorize us into submission with the threat of hell. That you were going to hell. You're going to hell, boy. You see? That you're going to threaten me. You're going to hell. You see? Torment you with never-ending hell. You see? Endless, everlasting torment, suffering, in this never-ending hell. This is what they use it for, to terrorize you. See, because this is a terrorist nation. And how do you maintain terror? By terrorizing you, the damn people. So they use it to terrorize us. Use it as a weapon directed at your mind to terrorize you. You see? Still being used today. Still being used today, brothers and sisters. So they give us this, which disconnects us from reality, which teaches you not to think, which teaches you that the most fundamental principle of the universe don't exist. That's what they're telling you when they give you Christianity. That consequence don't exist, that you're exempt. They're saying that one man came and died for your sins, and now you don't have to worry about nothing. You just get on your knees, or you close your eyes, and you close them hard, and you pray to God, and you ask God, please, God, oh Heavenly Father, please just take away everything that He ever did to me. Please, oh Heavenly Father, I'm sorry for everything they ever did. I'm sorry for everything they did to me. I'm sorry I did this to myself. Please take this away, take that away. Can you take this away? I'm sorry I didn't mean to do this. I don't want to go to hell. Please help me, Lord. You see? Torment. That's torment. You begging and praying to nobody. Hoping and praying that you don't go to hell. You don't, everything you do, please God, please bless me for this food that's going to kill me off. Please don't take me out. You see? That's what they doing to us. You can't even focus. You can't even eat a meal. You can't even use the restroom. You can't even take a bath. You can't even wash your ass. You can't do nothing without being tormented by the thought about everything you do. This is what they did to us, to terrorize you every waking moment, every tippy toe second. Every second of your life, you just walking around panicking, torturing, tormented. You don't know. I don't want to go to hell. You see? Imagine that, being a child, being told you was going to hell forever. If you don't do these certain things, if you don't ask God for forgiveness, if you don't do this, if you don't do that, if you don't do this, if you don't do that. So the only thing you focus on is making it to heaven. To hell with anything else in your life. You can't focus on reality because my reality is making it to heaven. Somewhere that don't exist. Somewhere no one has came back from and said, boy, you gotta make it to heaven. You see? They're selling you a dream. They're taking you from your actual reality, telling you that none of that matters, that you need to focus on making sure that you make it to heaven. Give me everything you got. It don't mean nothing. God loves people who give them everything they got. Give the pastor everything you got, because prayers don't work. And I can't pray nothing into existence. So what I'm going to do is mislead you and confuse you and take everything you got and make sure you stay stuck with this powerless religion. I'm going to give you this powerless religion. It's going to make you powerless. It's going to make it easy for us to control you, to keep you stuck in la la land, to keep you confused, to keep you possessed by demons, the ones who's giving you this damn information that's keeping you enslaved, keeping you afflicting yourself with harm because you think that you're exempt from consequence because you prayed. You see? I'm going to keep giving them this crap And I'm going to keep using mathematics against them to destroy them. Because that's what they're using against us. Our very existence. Mathematics. Consequence. Pressure. Energy. Force. They're using that against you. Every action has an opposite but equal reaction. They're using that against you. What goes around comes around. How these things work. This is our reality. So they took you away from it. And told you that don't matter. Don't worry about what they doing to you. Don't worry about this. Don't think. Just pray. Don't ask nothing. Just do this. Just pray to God. Just ask God. Be confused. Don't worry. It's all part of the plan. You gonna grow. Your God gonna take you. He gonna mold you. Don't worry. Let go. Let God. You see? Crap. You see? Huffing, puffing, clapping, stomping, praying, yelling. You see? That's all emotional crap. They're playing off your intelligence. They have you in your heart. They have you thinking irrational. They have you right where they want you. You see? Because that's how they function. In that area of the body, in the heart sector, in that piece of the body, they have you right where they want you. Not thinking. You see? They don't need you thinking. That's why they minimized you down to an animal. They kept you lower, on the lower end of life. So you couldn't get past their level of thinking, because then you'll outdo them. Then they can't control you. Then now they can't do nothing with you. So brothers and sisters, this is what they've done to us. This is the Holocaust. This is our experience. This is our true experience, brothers and sisters. And they're being punished for everything they're doing to us. Everything that's going on in the world today is revolved around the Holocaust. It's revolved around our Abrahamic covenant. It's revolved around our inheritance. It's everything that's going on is because of the Holocaust. The cost of horror. Everything they did that they think they got away with, they didn't get away with nothing. They're under judgment right now, being evaluated right now. Since the beginning of 2020, when COVID came, they knew what time it was. That was one of the first plagues, and it was more to come. Because this said it. You see, they were told to let us go. They were told to do certain things. They were given last warnings. They were said, "Hey, if you don't do this, this was gonna happen. Hey, you don't do that, this was gonna happen. This was gonna happen. Hey, don't do this. Don't do that. Do this. Don't do that. Do this." Oh, they did exactly the opposite. They exceeded the limits. They did exactly what they told not to do. And now they're facing consequence for their actions. This is due to their actions. We headed to a time worse than the Holocaust. Worse than this time. This time was unprecedented. Now we're headed to another time worse due to their consequence. We're headed to a time it's going to be worse than this. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine anything worse than this? Been abused, beaten, whipped, fed like pigs in pig troughs, treated like animals, worse than animals, stripped of all knowledge, exploited, experimented on without anesthesia, sodomized, castrated, dismembered, disemboweled, dismantled, amputated, decapitated, hung, starved, cut open, peeled alive, gutted, cooked, eaten, birthed alive, made unrecognizable, children fed to gators, children molested, children used as human fans, ottomans, sex toys, whatever they needed, used our skin and hair to make puppets and material objects, cut our heads off, played nigger ball, cut our arms off, played sword fight. You see? Can you imagine anything worse than that? Raping our women, raping our children, raping our whole family, making our women bear their children, raising their children. They dumping their children off on us. They're the master. They're the master deadbeats. They're the king of the deadbeat, but they're coming at us. Can you name anything worse than it? Than our experience? See? We're headed to a time worse than what they did to us. Can you imagine it? Just think on that. Brothers and sisters, can you imagine that? Can you imagine that thought? Can you imagine that? Worse than this. Worse than the Holocaust. Didn't that tell you what time we in? That's going to tell you exactly what time we in. What time we in right now, brothers and sisters. It's time to separate. It's time to get away from them. It's time to go home. It's time to get away because they're headed for this judgment. This judgment is for them due to what they did to us. Said what was done to us will be done to them. This is for them, not us. So now it's time for us to remove ourselves. It's time for us to go home. It's time for us to get our reward. It's time to get what's due to us due to the Holocaust, due to what they did to you. Due to what they did to you, brothers and sisters. I'm going to get started. Today's topic is you must escape. You must escape, brothers and sisters. As much as we've learnt to adapt to being here, we must escape. We must separate ourselves from this world's life. We must get prepared to go home. We must overcome this reality, or else you're gonna get closed in it. Because this reality is coming to a close. It's coming to an end. This reality that you know is over. We're headed to the new reality. We're headed to a reality that's ours. We're headed to paradise. We're going home. And our reality is the reality that's about to exist. The birth of a new nation, the new Jerusalem, the hereafter, the promised land. That's where we're headed. Greatness. But the thing is, this reality is high pressure. It's a high pressure reality. So that means these devils and these demons can't come. They're not allowed. They can't come even if they wanted to. They don't have the structure to do it. They're low pressure beings. They were made in haste. They were made in the expansion period, the max expansion, under tension, max tension, meaning they were only made for this period, and this period is over. We're moving forward now. It's time to go home now. It's time to get your right mind back now. It's time to upload the requirement to go home now, brother. It's time to go home, brothers and sisters. It's time to get back what's ours. It's time to take back what's yours. It's time to let go of this temporary lifestyle, this temporary life, these things you think that you've accomplished, these trinkets, these rewards, these things that are nothing of this world's life. Everything that you think you have is nothing. I know we had to survive while we were here. We had to survive while we were here because all we thought that we had was the American dream. That's the only vision they gave us. So it's not your fault. You invested in this vision. That's the only vision you thought you had. See, but you have a second option, the Abrahamic covenant, your vision to go home, to get out of here, to say to hell with this reality, because this reality is about to come to a close. It's about to be engulfed in flames. It's about to collapse, about to burn up. And if you invest in the reality that's about to burn up, you're investing in nothing. You're taking whatever you invest in times zero, and it equals zero. It's nothing. I mean, you're going to be burnt up in it. You're going to be nothing with it. You're going to be used as fuel for the fire for the new reality. So brothers and sisters, you have to prepare your mind to escape this reality. You have to. Your mind has to be on the higher end. Not on this low frequency that they have us on, this low pressure that we're functioning off of. We must function on the high pressure, and the only pressure that can give you that high pressure is the Injil, is the unsealed scriptures of the Revelations, unsealed scriptures of Revelations. That's the only thing that can get you out of here. That's your ticket out of here. Uploading that knowledge, getting that knowledge, getting that Injil, getting in that mental gym and working that brain. Getting that thorough knowledge of self, uploading that information, understanding how consequence work, understanding the 5 mathematical pillars of Islam, which we have plenty of videos out for you, brothers and sisters, which is your protection from evil, which prevents you from being burnt up in the fiery flame while you're in the furnace. So that way you don't get burned by the flames while you're in here. While you're going through all the things you're going through in life, it protects you from all these things. From all this evil and all these things that's taking place in your life. You see? Protects you. Builds a shield around you to protect you from those things. Can't nobody stop you. Can't nobody get in your way. It's a shield. While you on your way out of here, you getting out of here. That's the mission. That's what you should be aimed. That should be your aim every day. I'm getting out of here. 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 You see, but that's what they want you to believe, that you can just say, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out. I'm saying get out of here. That needs to be your focus. Get out of here. Whatever it takes to get out of here. Get out of here. Do what it takes to get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying get out of here. That should be your main focus. Get out of here. And what is it that's required for me to get out of here? You said upload the Injil. You said understand the 5 mathematical pillars of Islam. You said understand these things. Understand who the God is. Understand who the high priest is. Understand who his messenger is. Understand that my people are in danger. Understand that I have covenant. Understand that I'm in danger. My people are in danger. Understand the abomination of desolation. Understand that our people are in danger. Understand our people's in danger. So now I need to become a beacon? You said I don't have to do anything. But now that I understand what's taking place, it should be within me. Now that should be within me, right? Now I need to tell my people. I need to go tell my people what's happening. They about to do this to you. They about to do that to you. This is about to happen to you. My people. The house is on fire. Hey. The house is on fire. I'm trying to tell you. I know it's, you see? And our people don't like to be yelled at because we're emotional. We've been taught to think a certain way, but I'm only yelling because it's like I'm only yelling because the house is on fire. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm telling you, hey, I'm trying to wake you up because you don't know that you're about to be burnt up. I'm trying to shake you and tell you, hey, brother, hey, sister, this thing's about to collapse. It's time to go, and I know the way out. I know what's about to happen. I know the way out. You don't want to be here. This thing about to collapse. So grab your children, grab everything. Don't grab nothing, just go. So that's the seriousness of it. Telling your people that they're about to lose their lives, that their lives depend on this information, that these things, they need to know these things. They need to be paying attention. They need to be up. They need to be up. Paying attention to what's taking place. They need to be asleep, watching Netflix, YouTube, entertainers, celebrities going out, going to drink, smoke. Do you. Do whatever you think is necessary that you need to do. But if your life is important, then I'm saying those things don't matter because they're distractions. I'm not condemning you about what you're doing. We've all done them. We all been in those positions. I'm not saying anything like that. This is what they did to us. I'm saying that these things are hindering you from moving forward, and where we're going, we're moving forward, and we don't. These events, these things that's about to transpire, they're happening fast, brothers and sisters. I'm saying things are moving. These events, when they happen, you don't have the time, because when these people coming to take you out of existence, you're not going to have time to say, make a trend. It's not going to be a smooth transition anymore. So you gotta be paying attention. That way you be on the ball. That way you be on your P's and Q's. You're moving forward in life and you have all the proper things to move properly. You're smooth with it. You're smooth. You're moving through time smooth because you got the 2020 vision. You got your steering wheel, your shield. You coming through. You see? That's what I'm saying. I'm just telling you that you're going to be flowing through instead of panicking. What? You see? You don't want to be in that situation where you That's what a lot of our brothers is going to be in. Panic. They're going to be running, thinking they need to go get the gun. They're going to be thinking they need to do all these things they ain't got to do. They're going to be thinking, go get this, go do this, go do that, go do this. And these things are all going to be the wrong things. They're all going to get you eliminated. They're all going to get you taken out of existence. You see? I'm trying to tell you that all you need is 5 mathematical pillars of Islam. All you need is to end your mind. We in a mind war. I'm telling you, you need your mind. Your mind is what's going to get you out of here. That Lamb's Book of Life is what's going to get you out of here. Knowing who the Lamb is going to get you out of here. Knowing who Master Suleiman is going to get you out of here. Getting that ticket is going to get you out of here. You see? I'm trying to tell you that these is certain things that are more important than others. And having that ticket, understanding that you have to be in the Lamb's Book of Life, understanding that your reward is everything versus all this crap they're trying to give you, which is nothing. Where we going is nothing compared to what they're trying to give you. So this reality, if you don't let go of this reality, it's going to suck you in. You're going to be destroyed with it. See? So this reality is moving at 100 miles per hour. So you must be moving faster than it to escape it. You see? So this reality moving at 100 miles per hour, it's best for you to be moving at 110 miles per hour. You need to escape it. Not moving at 99, not moving anything lower, not moving at 100, because now you keeping up, it's keeping up with you. All you do is trip. If you trip, now you're sucked in. You see? You need to be moving faster than it. You can be moving at 101, but you better stay consistent, because if you trip up and you move any slower, it's going to gobble you right up. I'm saying you must be moving. So you can't be under the level of thinking of this reality, or you're going to be crushed, because the high pressure is coming in. This reality is being crushed on all ends, on all angles. It's a low reality. It's being crushed by high pressure. It's evidence of it all around you. There's stories in the Bible that correlate to what's taking place in this reality all around you. Sodom and Gomorrah. Things of that nature. You see? It's telling you that there was a flood. That there was a flood on the way, and Noah built the ark to avoid the flood, the tribulation, to avoid things that was going to take place. Because this world, the signs are all here. Look at all these things taking place. The rising crime rates, the rising inflation. You see drug use, massive shooting, violence, gender confusion in general, people losing their damn minds, wars, rumors of wars. America's and all these, they have all these foot in these wars. All their allies are going to backfire on them. All the wars they're supposed to win, they're going to lose. Things are out of control. People's sexuality is out of control. All these things out of control. This would be the end time signs that it's time to get the ball rolling. It's time to go. It's time to. These are the signs. It's execution time. This reality is about to be executed. So if you smart, you know this reality. It's 200 pounds. You can bench 200 pounds. Yeah, this is what this reality requires. You benching 200 pounds. You see, every now and then, you know, that's on your best day. That's what this reality requires. But we telling you that the new reality is coming in at 300 pounds. It jumped up 100 pounds. And if you can't push 100 pounds, you're crushed. That's where we headed. To 300 pounds. So you must train to get up to 300 pounds mentally. You got to push up 300 pounds because that's the reality that's coming in on you. You must push that 300 pounds up off you. So you must be able to meet that outside pressure that's coming. The inside pressure must match the outside pressure so you don't be crushed. You understand? Because if you still bench at 200, you're going to be crushed by the outside pressure. It's going to crush you. That's what's going to happen. So you must train to be able to push 300 pounds so that reality don't crush you. You be able to hold it up. It's nothing to you. See, but it's crushing everybody else that's around you that can't bench 300. Everybody else that's underneath that, 295, 290, anything under, they're crushed. It don't matter. They can't bench it. They can't do it. They can't push it off. They don't have the strength. They're being crushed. That's exactly what's happening to this reality. Anybody that can't do it is going to be crushed because that's mathematics. The high pressure eliminates low pressure. That's what this reality is. Low pressure. And everything and anybody in the way is going to be destroyed by it. That's what it said, brothers and sisters. That's what it's telling you. That the new reality is coming in. And you must be prepared for it. That's why it says, do not. It tells you, do not. It say, don't love this world. Don't love the things that's in it. Or the things that it offer you. Don't do it. It tells you, because if you love this world, then you don't love, then you don't have the love of the Father in you. That's what it says. You don't have the love. What's going to be offered to you? Your reward. You don't have the love of your reward. You don't have the reward in you. Because if you love this world life, then you don't love what the Father is preparing for you. You don't love what Allah has in store for you. He's preparing for you. You don't have that love. So you don't understand that this world only offers you cravings for physical pleasure and a craving for everything we see and pride in our achievements and possessions and what I got, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, what people think is cool, how you fit in, trending, and you see. But these things are nothing. They're not the things. They're not going to be greater than where we're going. They're just this world's life. Things that they made you believe we're cool. We're awesome. These things are great to have. They're nothing compared to where we headed. But this world is fading away. Along with everything and everybody that's craving it. But if you invest in your vision, invest in the new reality that's coming in, we're going to a reality where we're going to live forever. We're going to enjoy, we're going to be in complete bliss. In a reality that's ours, building our own paradise, in complete bliss, in the gardens wide as the heavens and earth, something you've never imagined in your life. Living good, on top, with the throne of power, back. Feeling good, all your energy boost every 50 years. Life just getting better and better and better and better. You food so fresh you don't even need refrigerators. Life so good you don't even feeling good, you know. Something you can't even imagine, brothers and sisters. But you have to be able, your mind has to be powerful enough to escape, to overcome this reality, to escape this gravitational pull of masses' vision. You have to be able to escape this reality. Or if not, you'll be trapped here on earth, in America, in this place, not able to make it to to the hereafter. Make it to the heavens. Make it to the Middle East. Make it to where you belong. Make it to your vision, the promised land. You see? You hold on to this reality, but we going up. We going to the next level. We getting out of here. You hold on to this floor, and we going to the next one. The next one is going to take you to your reality, but you hold on to this reality, and the first floor, or whatever floor you own, that you hold on to, is about to be flooded. It's about to be flooded. But you holding on to it for nothing, because you think you have to lose everything in it. You're going to lose anything in it. You're going to lose everything in it anyway, in yourself. If you would have just made it to the next floor, you would have been partying. You would have been in a new reality. You would have been living better than what you'd have, see, because if you don't, now you're suffering. Now you're going to be in the flood. Now you got to figure out how to get out the flood. Now you're going through the tribulations. Now you're being burnt up. Now you got to go through all these things that your enemy was set for your enemy, and now you became association to the enemy's punishment. So now you're suffering from these things, brothers and sisters. So you have to completely let go of this reality to get to the other one. So you can't get to this reality if you stay on this one. You can't do both. You can't stay on this floor. You can't try to get to the first floor, keep your foot on one floor, and keep your foot on the other one. And you're trying to see if you can get on both floors, and you just get split wide open. Trying to do both. You see? So you have to choose one. Pick one. You have to, you see? You have to let go of this world's life to get to the new reality, which you save your life. If you let go of this world's life, you save your life. If you hold on to this world's life, then you get everything that's in it, that's short, that's coming to an end, but you lose your life. That's how it works. That's how it works, brothers and sisters. You can't do both. You can't have both. It sounds sweet, sounds good. That's what they tell you. Double down. I'm doubling down. See? You can't do that on this. You can double down on whatever you're doubling down on. You can't double down on both realities, though. You can't say, all right, I want to split it up. You can't split. Ain't no splitting up. You can't do all that. It's a choice you have to make, sacrifice you have to make. If you want this world's life, have at it. But this world's life is short. It's coming to an end. It's about to end. And everybody in is about to end. About to go through all these things. About to go through everything worse than what we already went through. The Holocaust times 10 on steroids. It's about to be awful, terrible. Children are going to be gray-headed, never happened in history. People are going to be, men's hearts are going to fail from what's to come. Hasn't even come yet. People going to be eating each other. People going to be hungry, starving, cold, ready to eat. No food, nothing. You're going to be the first one on the menu. That's what you got in store for you. If you plan on staying here, brothers and sisters, you're going to be on the menu. They're taking you out of existence. They'll wipe you out. You are the 3/5 of a human. So it means you're not even considered a human. You're a percentage. Meaning you're an animal. So they declared you as food already. They're ready to take you out. They're ready to eat you up. So you plan to stay here. You put yourself on the menu. That's why we're trying to prepare our brothers and sisters. Get your right mind back. Once you get your right mind back, you see what's going on. You see what's happening. And you're like, I ain't with that. I ain't about to be no damn food item. What I got to do? I got to get out of here. That's the best option. That's what a wise man would do. Wise man or a woman would prepare to get the hell out of here because your life is in danger. Your family's life is in danger. People's that you love, life is in danger. I'm trying to tell everybody. I'm trying to tell everybody they got enough sense to get the hell out of here. It's going down. These people about to be judged. And I ain't trying to be a part of it. They say we about to go home. Oh yeah. We got a place to be. What? We ain't never even heard of such thing. We don't even know what home is. We done made this our home. That's why Farrakhan, all these retards trying to persuade you that we're gonna inherit America. See, because niggas ain't never had nothing. So you tell them they got something, they ain't gonna believe no way. Because we ain't never had nothing. So that's why they went along with that plan. These demons, because this reality is theirs. That same mind of their devil daddies. They want this reality. They think they ain't got enough. They ain't giving enough. They don't treat us right. We demanding our respect. We blood, sweat, tears, blood. That's what they saying. Convincing you to be dumb enough to go along with that, knowing that we're outnumbered by them. We couldn't even win. We couldn't take this place over. I mean, we could. With how things about to happen, how the switch about to happen, how the energy burst, how things about to go in our favor, we can take it over. We don't want it. It's worthless land. Worst part of the planet Earth. We don't even want it. They couldn't take it over because they 1-1 with Massa. They wouldn't win that war. Massa gonna take them out of existence. And we're not here to help them. We're not here to aid them, these demons. You see? But that's what they're trying to convince you, that we want this worthless piece of land. Everything they just sucked out of it. Everything, the worst part of the planet. We don't want this place. We don't want to stay here in the land of our imprisonment. We don't want to be here amongst all these people. We don't want America and them to repent. We don't want them to change their ways. We don't want them to forgive. We don't want to forgive them. We want wrath. We want vengeance. We want to go to war. We want everything that happened to us to happen to them. We want a double scoop of chastisement. We want everything that they said. We want everything that's due to them compressed into 1 year. Everything that happened to us compressed into 1 year. That's what it said it would be. That's why it's worse. It's intense. It's extreme. It's severe. Woo! Brothers and sisters, you don't have a clue. So with that said, brothers and sisters, I'm going to bring this to a close. Thank you for listening to me today. Assalamu alaikum.